One more most important aspect with respect to the prokaryotic shell, shape of the cell. Here once again you have to take shape of bacteria cell as an example. If they are spherical forms, we called cocciforms or cocciforms. If they are a ball-like or spherical in nature, then once again based on a specially what you can say the single circular forms are there, we called monococci or monococci, single forms. If two spherical bacteria join to form a structure, we called the diplococci. Di means two, cocci spherical forms. If there is a presence of spherical forms in terms of chain, in terms of stinges, we called streptococci. Streptococci. If spherical forms present in terms of grapes bunch, we called staphylococci. In such a way, we can classify the specially bacteria based on shape. If they are spherical form, ball-like, they are called cocciform or cocciform. If single ball-like structures are there, we call monococci bacteria. If two spherical forms join to form diplococci. If a spherical form a chain, what we call streptococci. The spherical type of bacteria present in terms of grapes bunch, we call staphylococci. Like that, if the bacteria present in terms of rod shape, they are called bacilliform. That are rod shape, we say, rod shape. Here also once again, if you consider a single rod shaped structure is there, we called monobacilli. Single a rod like structure we say, monobacilli forms. If two rod like what you say bacteria are there, what we call the name diplobacilli. If a rod like structures form a chain, we call it as a streptobacilli forms. But there is no staphylobacilli forms at all. That means single rod shaped bacteria we call monobacilli. Two rod shaped bacteria together form diplobacilli bacteria. If rod shaped bacteria forms a chain, we call streptobacilli. Like that, two more forms are there. If the bacteria are a spring-like, we call a spirillum. Spring-like forms. If they are the specially comma shape, at that time these bacteria we called vibrioform, or in other words comma forms. Like that, bacteria we can classify based on shape three main forms: cocciform, bacilliform, spirillum form, vibrio or comma form. Then in first cocciform we have four categories: monococci, diplococci, streptococci, staphylococci. Then bacilli we have three forms: monobacilli, diplobacilli, streptobacilli. No staphylobacilli at all. The spirillum as well as vibrio are single form of bacteria. Based on shape, we classify bacteria into four important groups. In this part, we have to discuss difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. As we know, in case of prokaryotes, there is a presence of incipient nucleus. Whereas in case of eukaryotes, there is a true nucleus is present. Even that incipient nucleus we call nucleoid, or another name genopore, where mass of chromatin material, a bunch of coiled chromatin material just embedded in a cytoplasm, and it will not show all the characters of a typical nucleus or true nucleus. Hence, in incipient nucleus, the boundary nuclear membrane is absent. Actually, nuclear membrane is a protective covering present around the nucleus. At the same time, it separates nucleus and cytoplasm. That is absent in case of prokaryotes. Then, no nucleolus. As we know, nucleolus synthesize ribosomes, and that also play a very important role to organize the function of nucleus. That is absent in case of prokaryotes. Hence, this nucleus we call incipient nucleus. At the same time, here no nucleoplasm. In true nucleus, as we see in case of eukaryotes, there is a special nourishing fluid which contains plenty of enzymes, hormones and nutrient, mineral salts, all that one. It is found in nucleoplasm. That is absent in case of incipient nucleus or prokaryotic nucleus. If you come across eukaryotes, they are having definite nuclear membrane, then presence of nucleolus, as well as the specially nucleoplasm is present. Then one more most important aspect of prokaryotes and eukaryote is generally no histones in case of especially a prokaryotes. You know, to pack up the DNA material, there is a presence of two types of special packing proteins, that are histones and non-histone protein like the protamines. They are absent in case of prokaryotes. Hence, there is no formation of chromosome at all. Then, in contrast with that, here, if you take here, histones are present. Hence, there is a formation of chromosome. Then, why chromosomes are not formed in case of prokaryotes means there is no histones. Why there is no need to form chromosome in case of prokaryote? Because most of the prokaryotes having very short what we call chromatin material or DNA material. Whereas in case of eukaryotes, the especially chromatin material is very long in terms of even kilometers together. Therefore, there is a need of proper packing. For that packing purpose, packing histone is there. Around histone, there is a special chromosomal protein which wind up and form the chromatin metal. Then later, chromatin metal turn to form a chromosome. Then, at the same time, if you take in case of prokaryotes, if cell wall is present, it is made up of murin or muramic acid. Whereas, if you go for the eukaryotes, if cell wall is present, it is made up of mainly cellulose. That means, based on their chemical composition, we can able to differentiate the cell wall of both prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes. Basically, the murin or muramic acid found in the cell wall of the prokaryotes Whereas in case of eukaryotes, typically cellulose is present. Sometimes there may be additional compound like the pectin, hemicellulose, lignin, all these are present in case of what? The eukaryotic cell wall. Then one of the most important primitive character we can say, that is a membrane bonded cell organelles are absent here. But in this case, all the membrane bonded cell organelles are present. For example, if you take mitochondria, Golgi complex, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, plastids like chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast, microbodies, all these membrane covered cell organelles are present in case of eukaryotes. Therefore, there is a division of labor. For example, you take mitochondria, it produces energy, hence we call powerhouse of cell. That is absent in case of what? The prokaryotes. Then Golgi complex helps for packing of different material or indirectly play a very important role in secretion. Endoplasmic reticulum acts as a cytoskeleton and also it helps to synthesize proteins and steroids. Lysosome remove the what? Toxic substance, foreign invaders, unwanted material and unwanted what? Cells. Like that, the different functions are carried by the cell organelles. Therefore, eukaryotes are more advanced as compared to the prokaryotes. Then, when you consider the especially ribosomes, ribosomes are 70s in case of the especially prokaryotes. In that larger subunit is 50s and smaller one 30s. But in case of eukaryotes, we have 80s ribosome, where larger subunit is 60s and smaller one 40s. Then here, due to absence of mitochondria, a special the plasma membrane folding is formed. That what we call mesosome. Even in previous part also we explained that one. Mesosomes are inward bulb-like a folding. They helps for respiration. That means biological oxidation of food is take place. Suppose if you take glucose, it oxidizes to give a energy in case of what? Mesosomes. The same function in case of eukaryotes carried out by very special cell organelle, that what we call the name mitochondria. Then cyclic movement of cytoplasm we call cyclosis. Cyclic movement of cytoplasm is called cyclosis. It is absent in case of a prokaryotes. Then cyclosis present in case of eukaryotes. Then what do we mean by that especially cyclosis? What happens? All the cytoplasmic cell organelles, even non-living material we call ergastic substance, slowly moving from one place to the another place in a cell. Either it may be clockwise or anti-clockwise. That slow movement of cytoplasm we call the name cyclosis. Suppose you take here, it is a one cell, the mitochondria is there. It can move somewhere here if energy is required in this place, or it may move here for giving energy to that part of the cell. That what we call the name cyclosis. Hence, cyclosis is slow movement of a cytoplasm. As a result, all the cell organelle move from one place to the another place, both in plant and animal cell or eukaryotes, and they perform their function. Then here the special lamellae is there. On that, chlorophyll molecules are arranged. Whereas the especially chloroplast itself contain chlorophyll molecule. Generally, all the prokaryotes are not photosynthetic in nature. There are special group of bacteria as well as blue-green algae. They prepare their own food in a body by photosynthesis process. For that, the main pigment, a green colored pigment, chlorophyll is needed. That chlorophyll attached to the thin membrane, plasma membrane, that like structure, that what we call lamellae. Because here membrane bonded cell organelles are absent, hence there is no chance of presence of chloroplast. For that reason, lamellae itself contain a chlorophyll molecule. But in case of eukaryotes, we know green plants have ability to prepare food in their body by photosynthesis. They have very special cell organelle. Its name is chloroplast. In that, the chlorophyll molecule is accumulated. Especially the flagella or cilia. Although the flagella or cilia look like a filamentous or whip-like or hair-like structure, in that there is a presence of a ultramicroscopic tubules. They are called microtubules. Then these microtubules not arranged in 9 plus 2 is equal to 11 microtubule arrangement. This is a prokaryotic character. It may present in a different combination. For example, 8 plus 2 it may 10, 8 plus 3 11, or 10 plus 4 14. Like that, different combinations we seen in the microtubules arrangement, or in other words, the flagellar microtubule arrangement. But compulsory in case of eukaryotes, 9 plus 2 is equal to 11 microtubule arrangement is there. Wherein 2 microtubules are remain at center, 9 on periphery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like that, the especially a microtubule arrangement is seen in the flagella or cilia of the eukaryotes. Then in case of prokaryotes, generally the common type of cell division is only mitosis. Whereas in case of the eukaryotes, the mainly mitosis is also there, and for formation of gametes or spores, there is another special division is there, reduction division, that what we call the name meiosis. Then if you take prokaryotes, generally their sizes or cell sizes generally smaller as you compare with what the eukaryotes cell size is larger. Then if you take example for prokaryotes, the most commonest example bacteria, and technically we call them as a eubacteria, means true bacteria. Then blue green algae, the name itself indicates they having two colors, both are bluish green in nature, therefore they are called blue green algae, popularly we known as a cyanobacteria. Then mycoplasma and pneumonia like organisms. Or that we also call PPLO. And ancient bacteria called Archaeobacteria is there. Archaeobacteria once again includes the thermophilophiles, then the methanogens, and halophiles. We know the thermophilophiles generally live in highly or in high temperature with acidic condition, especially in sulfur spring or that one. Methanogens generally decompose in absence of oxygen in anaerobic condition, especially they are found in the rumen of cattle and helps for cellulose digestion, and basically they also used to commercially get a biogas or gobar gas production, a non-polluted, economically eco-friendly gas. Halophiles are the special type of archaeobacteria. They lives in saline water condition or salt water condition. If you come across eukaryotes, here all the plants except blue-green algae, all the animals belongs to eukaryotes. With this we covered the term prokaryotic cell. In that we explained the specially three important process: placella, fimbriae, pillae, and three coatings: capsule or slimy layer and cell wall as well as cell membrane. And another component, protoplasm, where we have two parts. One is the cytoplasm, another one incipient nucleus. Then at the same time we also explain the types of bacteria based on flagella, like monotrichus, lopitrichus, nptrichus, ertrichus, peritrichus, like that. And also we classify the different types of bacteria based on shape, like cociforms, bacilliforms, spirillum and commiforms. Finally, we also differentiate the prokaryotes and eukaryotes.